Good morning, team. Welcome to another BattleSnake Sunday stream. I'm Corey. Nice to have everyone here and hanging out with me. Yeah, so today we're gonna do some Monte Carlo tree search, an algorithm for my snake. But first, let me just chat about BattleSnake real quick. BattleSnake is a multiplayer online programming game where you build one of these little snakes. So you build a web server that controls one of these snakes. Every move you get the board request as a JSON blob and you have to decide what to do. And you only have 4 options. You can move up, down, left, or right. And then you compete with other developers to make a snake that can survive the longest. So trap other snakes, get the food, and win. Yeah, so we are in between the summer and fall leagues right now. And today I think I want to work on my Monte Carlo snake. So I've been using Minimax as an algorithm for most of my snakes so far. And I want to give Monte Carlo a shot. I did a little bit of Monte Carloing before the Summer League, but I never got my snake working well enough to really compete. So let's see if we can get that Monte Carlo working a bit better today. So I think we're just gonna dive right in and get started. Today is gonna be just a nice, relaxing solo stream, and we will see where we go from there. Okay, so I'm on my main branch. Let's just check out a new one for stream today. Oh man, what's the date? I think that's right. Awesome. Okay, and let's just poke around. Okay, so I think in my BattleSnake, I have, yeah, okay, so I do have a Monte Carlo tree search snake here. And we're just gonna read through it and check out what it does, and we will see where we want to start. It's been probably a few months since I gave this one a shot, so we are gonna see how this goes. Let me know how music and volumes are in chat if you're hanging out. But I'm just gonna get started. Okay, so most of this stuff looks pretty standard to me for most of my snakes. So I know I have a struct that holds both my board state and the nested game. Nested game's needed so that I can do things like call into game info. Actually, no, I don't know what. Oh, game info is game.game.clone. Wait, why do I need a nested game here? Oh, because this is create from wire game. So I have to pull it out from the wire game so that, yep, okay. Game info is my inner game. It has things like wrapped. So I might need that later on. Although actually I'm using it here, so maybe I don't need it later on, but that's okay. Okay, so we construct our board. This is just the if between constructing a wrapped and a standard. And it looks like we're only supporting 4 snakes 11v11 at the moment. So we might work on changing that, but I also just want to get the Monte Carlo working nicely. Okay. So implementing our Monte Carlo when it does all these things. So I'm assuming Monte Carlo tree search here is my the method that I want to start from. Okay, so we traced it, that's good. We can throw some tracing on it. I don't do any of the things, that's fine. We had a total number of iterations and total scores field, okay. We knew up an arena. This is a arena allocated, yeah, okay. An arena just comes from the typed arena? Yeah, okay, so we knew up an arena. This is all for the memory safety, and I think ideally so I could just thread it, but I'm not sure I'm gonna need that yet, but that's okay. I have my random number generator. Okay, so I have my root node, which I just allocate from my arena. Yep. And then we call expand on it. So let's just pull up the Monte Carlo chess wiki. That'll work for me. Make it bigger. Okay. So there's a few steps. There's selection, expansion, simulation, and back propagation. So we're currently looking at expanding. Choose L game unless the leaf ends the game decisively. For either player, create one or more child nodes and choose C from them. Child nodes are any valid moves from a game position defined by L. Okay, so expand just takes the, I think we're on a node, right? Yep, we're on a node and we're gonna take in the arena. Awesome. A reference to the arena. So we say we haven't been expanded first. I'm just gonna walk through the logic of this and then we will get started testing it. I guess I could probably like, this is from something old. Single pane? That's the single pane. That's fine. I'll just do it manually, close all of those. Okay, so let's just actually, let's get some stuff set up so that I can actually run some games against this. I think that's probably actually a good idea. ngrok http 3000. Yep. That URL. Okay, so we're actually gonna we're gonna get the snake set up to play some games from my local because I think that'll be good. Oh, I had a local, but I got rid of it from my own server. Local Monte Carlo tree search snake. There's the URL, Monte Carlo tree search. I am probably close to the Toronto region. Awesome. Yay. Okay, so cool, create a game. Let's throw Monte Carlo in with like Bombastic Bob on a standard 11 by 11. Let's not go react. Go. Okay. So Monte Carlo's in pink, Bob is in purple. Let's see how Monte Carlo just does. Getting a good consistent latency, that's expected and good. Oh, wonder why Monte Carlo jumped down there. That was interesting. Well, oh, okay, yeah, Bob got himself trapped. Okay, so like, can survive well, but I wouldn't say it was like an amazing game. Let's try him against Monte Carlo against Hobbs. Oh, we got some timeouts locally. Interesting. More timeouts, more timeouts, more timeouts. Not actually sure where those were spit out from. 429, the rate limiting. So did ngrok? Was that ngrok getting mad at me then? That could be. Oops, that was supposed to be a 0. Chrome doesn't like the connecting to zeros bit. That was probably not an HTTPS URL. That's probably my issue. There we go. Okay. Why don't I see any of the 429s here? That's so weird. So I think the point that we got to with this Monte Carlo before the summer was that it does work reasonably. Like, it doesn't not work. Just think it does some weird things occasionally and we wanted to debug it. Though maybe I'll realize that I'm hitting a bit of a wall here and should just throw it in some battlegrounds soon. I think we do get new battlegrounds. Oh, I guess we have like a week at the end of the month. So we've got a few weeks still. I could probably, like 10-ish days, I could throw the Monte Carlo in for real. And, oh yeah, see? Oh no, that was trapped for a while. When did Hobbs think they had him trapped there? Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Well, maybe we should just do that. Is there any battlegrounds that are running right now? That would be nifty. 96% complete starting in an hour. Okay, so which one starts in an hour? Duels? Oh, okay, yeah, we can get... Let's get Monte Carlo in the duels ladder. That would be good. Okay, so actually, let's test this, though. If I go to Terrarium... This is... Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't tell everyone, but I did already. This is my URL for all my snakes. Awesome, Monte Carlo is live. Let's just actually create my... Actually, so let's do some theming, maybe. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's why I haven't named this one yet, was because I wasn't sure. Okay, well, if we're just alphabetizing, so my next name after H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Oof, okay, we have an I name, and that one's gonna be difficult. Don't have any off the top of my head. Okay, I'll think about that though. I names like Izzy or Isaiah, Isaac. I like Izzy the best, but I need an I adjective as well. Insidious. Okay. We'll see. I like that though. We definitely get a brand one. I think I'm just gonna make one and it will get named in a moment. On my own server, newbie decided Monte Carlo research. I think I've actually been using the URL, or not the URL, I think I've been using the IP directly and not the URL for these. I had some weird issues with the URL, not that I actually think that's gonna be the issue here, but it did exist, so... Okay, create a new one, to be decided, Monte Carlo research, that one. Please don't do anything super nefarious with the URL, it's, pretty locked down anyway, so I'm not super worried about it. Or I guess do have fun with the URL and let me know if you find a way in. That would also be moderately interesting to me. But definitely don't do anything super nefarious, please. Okay. Okay. Let's add a description. Oh, cat's in front of my screen. Thank you, Bobby. Oh, I scared him. Sorry, Bob. Monte Carlo research snake. Oops, I didn't really mean to save that. New name and description coming soon. Awesome. Okay, now let's throw this in the battlegrounds. Let's do it in duels, the one that starts in an hour. Remove you. Sorry, Hobbs, you're losing all your stats. But we gotta give the TBD Monte Carlo a chance. Oh my gosh, wait a sec. What head and tail is this, Chris? I don't think I've seen this before. Now I have to go back and check out my customizations page. How do I get a multi-headed snake hydra? Hey, Backward Spy, how's it going? Thanks for having ya, or thanks for joining, I guess is the right way to say that sentence. So I'm planning on working on some of my Monte Carlo Tree Search Snake, and I just entered it in one of the battlegrounds, the duels one. Those games start in an hour. I'm hoping at 1 my time. But then I got distracted because I was looking at Chris's heads and tails from this Old Spice snake. And I really like this head. I'm doing really good. I took a week off last Sunday, so I'm excited to come back and stream again. And this customization is amazing, and I don't see it at all on our customizations page. So I think that means that Chris is holding out on us and using some secrets before the rest of us have access. And you know, Gotta do that when you have the ability. But I love this head and tail combo. They're amazing. I hope we get that one soon. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Backward Spy. That's a really good one. The multi-head is just great. Okay. Well, back to some doing stuff. I can't get too distracted with all of the fun heads and tails. I am a big fan of the new customizations page where we can see all of them and use some of our new cool coin points to buy the customizations. Yeah, it's totally unfair that people have access to the special ones. Though I shouldn't complain too much because I also have access to my special head and tails. So, you know, I guess I can't complain. Okay, cool. So we'll see how Monte Carlo Tree Search Snake does there, but let's like just make him struggle a bit. Monte Carlo Tree Search, and Hobbs, and Ziggy, and like a Shapeshifter public? Yeah, Shapeshifter's still public. This is gonna be an awesome game, and by awesome, I mean Monte Carlo ain't gonna do great. Oh, I guess I didn't give my snakes... no, I've got multiple cores. They'll be fine. I was thinking if I give my snakes the best chance by, running them on the same server, but I have a multi-core machine right now from DigitalOcean. Thank you, DigitalOcean, so might as well take advantage. Let's just see how this goes. If the Monte Carlo that I have written here does reasonably, then maybe we'll just switch gears and try something else for the stream, and I'll come back and just start debugging next week once it's in some battlegrounds for a bit longer. But let's see how this Monte Carlo goes. If we do need to switch gears, I've been working on a move generation fuzz testing tool, so using the original Go rules and a Rust little fuzz testing tool to like basically be a way to test your move generation code. So how it'll work is it'll give you a game board and a set of moves, and you're supposed to evaluate it, and it will compare your evaluation against the Go rules and compare and make sure you're not having any bugs or anything. Maybe we'll work on that if we don't feel like checking out the Monte Carlo. But Monte Carlo did die up here. Hobbs took him out, so now we're at a Hobbs and Shapeshifter final. And that's not super surprising. One thing that like is moderately interesting is that I think for the fall, I've been thinking about doing something that slightly combines the Monte Carlo and my min-max with Hobbs. The idea might be that I would want to use the Monte Carlo for when there's 3 or 4 snakes and go back to normal min-max with Hobbs when there's only 2. So that might be interesting. I might look into that. But yeah, let's probably run another game. That was actually a pretty good game for Monte Carlo. But now I kind of just want to let this one finish, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it just could be a long game. At least I didn't do Wrapped. That would be longer. But we'll let Hobbs and Shapeshifter battle it out for just a minute. I'm just gonna go, I think, take a glance at my Monte Carlo and just read through it again, and then we'll come back to this game when we have a sec, or when it's done, hopefully. Okay, so we were just looking at the stages of Monte Carlo, and in my expand, so expand is supposed to, from the node we're at, simulate all of the possible next states. So how we do that is if it's over, so if the game state is over, which I think is just, yeah, from the game type, so like if there's only 1 snake left, or if you died, it's over. We get the snakes, and we simulate for all snakes, all moves. We allocate by extending. Okay, so we pass it in an array of things, where our array is nodes. And they are with a parent, so we get the game state from actions and game state. Yep, so this is the new game state. We pass that to the node, we give it the parent reference and the move that we're at. Okay, so that's the expansion. What does this return? Uses the contents of an iterator to allocate values in the arena, returns a mutable slice that contains these values. Perfect. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, take 3. Got it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Cool. So then we get the children. What do we do with the children? Okay, yep, and this is on a ref cell. Yep, so we replace... Okay, yep. So we take whatever children were there, and we just flop on our children. We debug assert that there wasn't children first, because if there were, that would be bad. Okay, yep. Cool. Let's see. Okay, game's over. Okay, so expanding looked really good to me. I liked that logic. But we'll keep walking through. So let's check out how Monte Carlo did. Okay, so Monte Carlo is this nice bright pink, easy to debug. And I think we're actually going to go take out Ziggy in the bottom corner here. Ziggy kind of gets trapped, though. I'm trying to stay away from Shapeshifter's head and Hobbs's head. Yeah, Shapeshifter kind of boxes them in, lets off, and Monte Carlo takes them. That was a 50-50. Yeah, that was a 50-50. Oops, I didn't mean to go back to the beginning. That's okay, though. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Ziggy's at 5, Monte Carlo's at 9. Yeah, okay, so much bigger length. And then, just trapped. So I'm actually pretty trapped for this whole thing. I probably should have started... I do have the length on Hobbs. It's interesting that I don't go for like this tail chase up Shapeshifter. That's moderately interesting. I guess what would be cool now, right, is if I could feed it, get some debugging info back. So I guess that might be what we'll work on some of this a bit. But let's keep reading through because I think that's where we should start here. Nope, didn't want to do that. Monte Carlo tree search. One sec. Thought I would try to sneeze while being muted. Thanks for that. Okay, so we expanded the root node. So we start with always expanding the root node, but then I think we go back to the standard things here. So while we have our while condition, while condition is just something that we take in. So I think this lets me do different things. Let's actually see where stuff's actually happening with this. Okay, here we go. So in my make move for the Monte Carlo tree search snake, I start a time. I say that I want 100 milliseconds of network padding latency. That's a lot. Oh, but I might want it locally at 100. In real life, I probably don't want it at 100 because that's a lot more than I need. Will they just let me do this? No. Cool. Closures have to have the right number of arguments in Rust. I can't just give it a 0 argument closure and expect it to work with 2 arguments. I have to explicitly ignore them, which is fine. Just was curious. Okay. So, and then we just call my Monte Carlo with that while condition, which makes sense. Okay, so, let's go back to my chess wiki. So selection, expansion, simulation, backprop. We already looked at expansion. Expansion looks good. I think selection is next leaf node, where selection is starting from the root, and select successive child nodes until a leaf node is reached. The root is the game state, and any leaf is any node. And a leaf is any node that has a potential child from which no simulation playouts have yet been initialized. The section below says more about ways of biasing a child node that lets the game expand more towards promising moves, which is the essence of Monte Carlo. Okay, so I think this is where I want UCB. UCB1 stuff, which I think is already the case. So let's look at what we do in next leaf node. So we say that I'm currently the best node. We say that while the best node is not a leaf, where is leaf says there aren't children, or there are children and there aren't. So okay, either we haven't expanded and the children option is just literally the none type, or we have expanded and there is something but it's empty. Um, until a leaf is reached. And a leaf is any node that has a potential child from which no simulation has yet been initiated. So I kind of think this wants to be, has been expanded. Do I have like a has been expanded already? Oh yeah, I definitely have a has been expanded already. Nice. While it hasn't... What does has been expanded say? Yep, okay. Okay, so I actually think there's a potential blow up here. Because... if we're tracing this back, so if we're in Monte Carlo, and we are in next leaf node, while the best... I don't think this wants to be a leaf. This wants to check while the best node is expanded. Or has been expanded. Well, and then I don't need this debug assert anymore, because it's just not very useful. I might not need is leaf anymore then, because that saying it was its only usage. Okay, so that was interesting. I guess I should also write some test cases here. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Ooh, test cases. Should probably write some test cases. Well, okay. It's too late. We're already rolling a little bit, but we probably will in a minute. So while the best node has been expanded, we look at it and say, what's the next best child to explore? We are at a leaf node, so we should always have children. Yep, that one's true. So if we call next best child to explore, sure, we can debug assert that we've been expanded again. We've already done that a few times up here, but fine to do it internally. Okay, so we look at my children, we rust pull them off. What's this option? Oh, this is because this is, we debug asserted that we are expanded already. Cool. And then we clone the children. Oh, because we have a reference of a reference. Can I just into iter this instead of cloning it? Mismatch types. Okay, I guess we'll go back to iter cloned. Oh man, that didn't hop me to that spot. I was hoping it was going to. Okay. Next leaf node called next best child to explore. Max by key. So this is just when we max by the UCB1 score. This should be fine when we are single threaded, but if when we get multi-threaded, we might want to think about if this wants to use some use the same visits value like this, or do we want to reload it for each usage? Or do we want to reload it? Okay, well, I'm going to ignore this comment for now because we are only single threaded and I don't really remember the context of this. Okay, well, let's not worry about it for now. If your number of visits is 0, yep, okay, so this is literally just the math here. I could check my UCB1 math, but I think it's probably okay. Okay, let's check out the UCB1 math. UCB1 algorithm, let's just check it out really quick. Oof, I just wanted the simple answer. Pseudocode. It's literally the same one? Okay. UCB1... 2 times the natural log over n. 2 times the natural log over the n. 2 times the natural log. Doesn't matter. Order of operations is the same. You square root the whole thing. And then you add the average score. Okay, cool. That's easy enough. Total number of iterations. Total number of iterations, yeah. Oh, so that's the natural log. Natural log of total number of iterations of average for this. Yep. Okay, cool. So UCB1 score looks right to me, which if that's looked right to me, then next child to explore looked right to me. Highest average score child is pretty similar but different than this. Guess I should do this too because might as well. Okay, except this one maxes it by the average score. Huh, it's just so funny how I've written this two different ways. I have this as a map for... Oh, because this returns an option, apparently? Oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. Just whatever. Why does average score return an option? If number of visits equals 0, return 0? I guess I could probably just return 0 here. I guess that assumes my scores are positive, though. I guess I don't want to make that assumption. That's fair. Okay, so actually, like, we're pretty freaking done with everything, except for backpropagate. So that's like one of the only things we haven't gone through yet, I feel like. Okay, so we've selected a leaf node. Awesome. Next leaf node. Okay, sure. If leaf node has been visited, we expand it. Here's number of iterations. Where did we, was it next leaf node where we, where's my to-do comment? This is when we load it. So it's gotta be in backpropagate. Backpropagate's the only spot that we're gonna do that. Okay, that makes sense though, so let's find that. So we selected a node. If the number of visits if it's been visited, then we expand it and call into next leaf node. Doesn't this return something? Oh, next leaf node is that. That one's interesting. I'm not positive about that. Compute one random playout from node C. This step is sometimes called playout or rollout. Yeah, but that's not what I'm doing. That's my simulation. Okay. So what am I confused about? Do we want to change the next leaf node here? I'm not sure. There was also another thing that I was slightly confused about, but I think that's just in backpropagating. I haven't got there yet. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to run to the bathroom quick, team, but I will be back in just a second. Thanks for hanging out. Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out for just a second. Okay, so this is actually just like in our main loop. This isn't even in one of the parts. So when we go down, I really do want a pseudocode of this, but that's okay. I can like look at these pictures and I think I understand. When we expand, do we want to... I think we do. If the leaf node has been visited, then we expand it. And it is still going to get counted. Yeah, because we do want to simulate from the new expanded one. That's what this is showing me. And then it gets marked as being visited once. Yeah, because we chose that one. There could have been more that we didn't choose. Yep. Okay, no, I think this is right. So we expand the borrow here, or we expand the borrowed thing, which is just our leaf node. Not really sure why I renamed it, but that's okay. Actually, it's not okay. Like, it's fine, but I don't like it. Perfect. Oh, and that's just freaking Copilot or whatever being silly. I do need to work out why my editor is being annoying there. Okay, so if it's been visited, we expand it and select the next leaf node to be it. Cool. Okay, so expand. Select. Expand, select. Yep. Okay. Oh, this isn't the chess wiki. There we go. No wonder I wasn't finding what I wanted. Oh, this is even worse though. Phase in 3 is traverse from the leaf node until it reaches a leaf that is not yet added. The expansion adds the leaf to the tree. Does it just pick the first one? I'm picking the next leaf node. Oh, which I guess is like probably just gonna be the first one because they're all gonna be okay, whatever. Yep, okay, so I'm pretty convinced by that. I think we're in a place where I need to like just start writing some test cases or doing something like that to either get confident with it or something, because I'm not actually sure if there's anything wrong. We score our node and we back propagate, which these are the only two methods I really haven't looked at yet. So let's look at simulate, I guess. We take our current state. It's a borrowed game board. While it's not over... Oh, so am I looping until the game's over? Yeah, I am, I think. Which is super interesting. Wait, does that mean I'm in my score? Wait a second. Oh, so I'm doing like, okay. Yep. I'm doing what I would consider like a true Monte Carlo, or I don't know, like a scoreless Monte Carlo. I forgot that. Okay. Because I'm going all the way down in my simulate. Yeah, I think that's true. Okay. Simulate. Goes from current state until it's over. Yeah, we just simulate all the way down. Oh, interesting. That could be it. Right, simulating all the way down is just going to be not the best potentially in BattleSnake. Like, you're going to find a lot more losses than anything. Okay. Is this all on a while loop? Yep. Okay, no recursion here. Nice. Let mutable simulations equal 0. Simulations while simulations is less than 50 and it's not over. So that would be a big change. Not a bad change necessarily, but it would be a big change. That's just some name cleanup. That's my real change. And then some just cleanup stuff. Okay, so let's undo my change here real quick, just so I can commit my cleanups and changes separately. Clippy's still happy. Nope. Now is Clippy still happy? Nope. 270 is where I'm at. I thought I had changed this already. Cool. Awesome. Clean up. Okay, now I can let mutable simulation count. I changed my mind while I was sitting here. Simulation count +1 while simulation count is less than 50 and awesome. So now let's try it out with some snakes live and see what happens. Create a game. We're gonna try local. Let's just do it with Bob and see if things look different. Cool. There's a slight chance Monte Carlo here is gonna be like way more aggressive. Yeah, that's looking a bit more aggressive for sure. Yeah, that's more aggressive. Okay. Well, was that it? Local versus Hobbs versus Ziggy versus Shapeshifter. Go. Okay, let's just see how this goes. I didn't remember that my Monte Carlo was going all the way out each time. Makes a lot of sense. I just wasn't remembering. I also should like have some number of game nodes explored or something so that I can like keep track of if I'm getting farther than I used to be or something like that. And now I have another parameter to play with in tune as well, which is, oh, whoa. Okay, that one was that one wasn't. That's a bug. That's just a straight bug move. Awesome. We found a test case to create. I'm not the best at doing this, but I should be. So let's just actually make some test cases. Oh, but let's like commit this just because I want this to be only simulate out 50 moves into the future max. That could even still be too high. Like, I'm curious if I even am hitting that much, but let's get this test case pulled down. Okay, I really would like a fixture grabber. Should I just write a fixture grabber? I think I should just write a fixture grabber. Yeah, let's just write a new one. I like making tools. I like making tools more than I like making actual stuff for my snake. Oh, but I don't have Buzzer on here, but Sherlock's on here. Okay, so I have a branch for my fuzzing stuff. I just want to remember how well any of this is abstracted. I think the answer is it's not at all still. It's just, yeah. Oh, because Fuzzer doesn't actually need to talk to this at all. That makes sense. Fuzzer doesn't even, it's just in Sherlock that I talk to this API. Okay, I'm gonna not do it the fun way, because harder to reason about. I want turn 52 for local, copy game. Let's just do it manually, add, yeah, like, why come up with names for these? That's hard. Prettier, right, fixtures. What? Come on. Oh, I didn't, that wasn't even saved. Thanks, computers. Yay. Okay. Okay, now what do I want to do with it? I think I just want to go up to here. I do have some tests. I'm not saying they're great tests, but they do exist. Back propagate first child. Oh yeah, back propagate root. Oh, average non-empty. I've got a few tests. I guess I just want to make sure all my tests pass right now. They do. Awesome. Okay, test, move, and then like just stamp. Oh, I can't just stamp this there. Oh, okay. Do substitute dashes for underlines, global, go. Source. Is it little bit this far then? BattleSnake RS source. That would put me in battles. No such valid directory. BattleSnake RS source. So that puts me in BattleSnake. That puts me outside of BattleSnake. That puts me in fixtures. Yeah, why can't I access that? Huh. I think this might be something I've seen before and I just forgot about it. Rename. That's what I wanted. So I think I just need to put this in BattleSnake RS fixtures. I don't like that I can't go into that fixtures directory because it feels like I should be able to. Oh, yep. Okay, that's the issue. Well, now it's in here. Nope. Let's put it back where it was. I did like it better when it wasn't here. Rename. Rename. Okay. So my problem though was slashes versus underscores. I'm totally allowed to put it in this folder, which is where I want it to be. I just have to refer to it by its actual freaking name. Yay, okay. That's probably gonna fail, but that's okay. Cool. Well, missing fields shrink every 10 turns. Line 11. Shrink every n turns 0. That'll work. JSON. Shrink every n turns. Oh, I see. That goes in Royale. Yep. Okay, cool. So that at least loads the file. It actually passes too, which is hilarious. Okay, I actually want to like make the Monte Carlo tree search from this. Okay, so I'm just trying to go from my factory to an actual snake object. Search equals move, and then which direction do I want to say? I want to say I go right. Move out. Wait, what? You're a move output? Oh, it's a move and a shout. Yeah. Can't compare string. Oh, make move like just returns. Ugh. Okay. What do I have that doesn't actually do that? Nothing really. I don't actually know what a tree context is here. I don't remember. It's fine. I guess I'm just gonna compare on the strings in the moment. Okay. I want to try cargo next test. How do I install you? Installation. Okay. They tell me they want me to do it this way. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. See you in a bit, Backward Spy. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good dinner. This new test thing was pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, except for the fact that this is going right. Except for when I ran the game, went down. Well, that's frustrating. And let me just like make sure that this is doing what I think it's doing. Like if I say that it goes down, it'll fail. Ugh. Does it ever fail now? Yeah, so sometimes it goes down. Okay, that makes sense. Well, not makes sense, but sure. Oh, so Monte Carlo actually just returns me a move output? Okay, well, I'll change that, but that's fine. So right now in my test, I'm using the wrong interface. I'm using this piece of crap. I don't want to use this piece of crap. Create from wire game. Create from wire game. Yeah. Okay, go to you. You're the worst. Oh, because I left that file. Got it. Okay. Oh, my wild condition. Oh, interesting. So, like, I've just done such an interesting... Just everything's here. It's so interesting. Go to references. Okay, so now I just need all my freaking duration things from make move. Which, like, makes sense that I need all these things, but it's not the easiest to deal with. Game. Okay. I didn't want to route him. Okay, so I meant to go right, I went down. Yeah, okay, I know, but this is the thing that doesn't happen every time. This is a only sometimes thing. Okay, cool. Got that to come out of here now. Okay, so now Monte Carlo, though, just needs to have a different return value. It can't be returning this. I think it just needs to return all the nodes, and this can happen in make move. It actually probably doesn't even return a result, it just probably returns the root node. Does it return the arena? Ooh. It's gonna have to return the arena. Yep, it's gotta return the arena because that's where the thing is. It can hold an arena with a arena reference plus a arena mutable reference to a node. So my idea here is basically I just want to return the arena and the root node out of this. Wow. Wait, was that it? No. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, but that could be relatively simple. In make move now, if I don't return, like that doesn't need an unwrap on it. Okay, cool. Would have been too easy. Cargo flippy is what I want right now. Get the arena and the root node back. Yeah, that was beautiful. 162. Where are we here? Graph move. Okay, 130. Yeah. Returning this value recruit. Yeah, okay, see, so that's the thing. I don't think. For my arena, like, what can I do for my arena? Like, can I get the first thing out of it or anything? Kind of doesn't make any sense that I'd be able to. So, like, do I just need a new struct? I think I might need a new struct. I might need a struct. Monte Carlo research results. Which as of that, so that we can have an arena, which is an arena of node of T, but it's actually arena comma that struct of T. Yep. Move this unused lifetime. Okay, yep. Root node. Now I'm gonna need this, so now I need a mutable reference to a node of T. Consider using the arena lifetime. Consider using the arena lifetime. Yeah, this struct takes 0 lifetime arguments, but 1 was supplied. Okay, so it's like, yeah, you don't have one of those. I need to figure out these named lifetime parameters. Okay, so it wants. Okay, so it literally wants me to go back. Oh fuck. Ah, dang it. Result. Yay. That's what I wanted. Result for rate. Okay, let's check the return type message that it's just yelling at me for. Expected struct node found type parameter T. Oh, so is this not a node? It's just a T? No. A reference to a node of a node. Oh, okay, so does this... Yeah, my T is my game type. Yep. Expected struct Monte Carlo 26 node found type parameter game node. Expected immutable reference. So why doesn't it expect a mutable reference of a mutable reference? Found, yeah, so it found what I actually expected it to find. Oh. Because it knows it's in a node. Game type's the only thing that it doesn't know about. Perfect. Cool. Hey, we're getting there though. This is the only one though. Is there more? Because I'd fix the other ones first. 135. What are you mad about? Returning this value. Oh man, wait, really? That's unfortunate. I really thought that was gonna be fine. That's unfortunate. Oh, what if this wasn't mutable? I'm not mutating it necessarily. Okay. Let's see if we can solve these. Returning this value requires that arena is borrowed for 1. Can't move out of marina because it's borrowed. Let's call the lifetime of this reference 1 on line 90. Oh wow. Okay, so it has to it depends on the self lifetime. Borrow of arena occurs here. Returning this value requires that arena is borrowed. Should it though? Why though? So let's try boxing it. Potentially if I take the thing I have and box it. Can't move out of it because it's borrowed. Probably can't do that either. Okay, so maybe boxing it's not my issue. Method not found for node. The trait defines a method clone, but it's explicitly not implemented. Yeah, so I could implement clone on my nodes, but I don't really want them to be clonable. And like, I don't think from an arena alone I can like arena.get. Like Rust typed arena. I don't think I can just get things back out of the arena. All allocated objects get the same lifetime, so you can safely create cycles between them. This can be useful for certain data structures such as graph and trees with parent pointers. That feels a lot like what I want to do here. Yeah, okay, so I felt like this was closer. And now it's, oh, everything's mad at me about lifetimes. Well, 136 is just wrong. Now everything's mad at me about lifetimes. Because it says here, let's call the lifetime for the reference there 1. Because of borrow of arena occurs here. Move out of arena occurs here. Returning this value requires that arena is borrowed for 1. Can't return a value referencing local variable arena. A reason is borrowed here. Looks like I want that borrowed to die. Is that not how that works though? Oh man, wouldn't that have been cool if that's how that worked? Oops. Okay, so it's still yelling about this. It's just changing its line number on me. Okay. Would have been cool if that was like doing anything, but I didn't think it was going to. Yeah, so when you expand it on it, I might need something so that like like I really like this idea, I think. Yeah, so if I have an arena reference and this has an arena reference, why can't I actually use... Ugh. All I wanted to do was try to clean up this interface a little bit, for testing. No, but I also do need to be able to get this whole thing out. If I can't get this whole thing out of the Monte Carlo method here, it's going to make everything really hard. So let's try to figure out how to get this in. So right now there's a few places where I'm getting these borrows that it's yelling at me for. Arena is borrowed every time I call allocate or when I pass arena into expand. Okay, so alloc I can maybe deal with on line 100. Yeah, so the standalone expand calls aren't alone the issue, which makes sense. That was a tree context. Oh, it's that thing. Cool. Yeah, I need to box something or something. Can't move out of arena. Move out of arena curse here. Returning this value requires that arena is borrowed for 1. The self move due to this call. This move of self has type that which does not implement copy. Of arena occurs here. Do I have to pass the arena into this? I can pass the arena into this. I can take a... Take primary to reference, use that mute the type. Oh yeah. Alright, so now the idea is that we are going to pass, but the idea is we're going to pass in the arena, and then we're going to get back a reference to the root node. Yeah, these ones are definitely going to need an arena passed on, aren't they? They're going to have to. Because the problem is if they don't take in an arena, I'm going to have no place to stick this besides the return type, and that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Arena dropped while still borrowed. Great. Okay, 101 arena is borrowed here. Private type. Okay, we're getting much closer. Oh, cool. That's just doesn't need to be doesn't need to exist anymore. Cool, almost. Okay, so this thing's mad at me because somewhere I have a special handler for route graph, where this eventually calls graph move, and I need to do let arena equals arena new and pass it arena. Okay, so where's make move? It returns that. Yep, okay. Okay, getting closer. Yeah, okay, so web axe. Oh, web axe. I'm just gonna need to know that at the moment. That's whatever, that's fine. Actually, I guess what I should maybe do is go to like cool, make it part of the wow, okay. Wow, okay. 181, so what? Boom, okay. I don't even have any idea what I was doing testing here. Cool, everything blows up in tests. 7, go. Yeah, okay, so you need to be mutable. You need to be a mutable reference. Yay. Okay. Oh, okay. So this test doesn't always work, but it sometimes works. Print line. Children equals, okay, so I want to go for my root node, not children. Is that a thing I can do? The answer is no, definitely not. Root node dot, yeah, dot children dot borrow. And now children is of a type, a reference to an option to a vec. Okay. Consider one ref to borrow the type's contents. As ref on ref? I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, so then debug children dot map average score. This is why I was always doing this. Cool. Moving right every time we're moving right, except eventually the freaking time that... Oh, hey, backward spy. How was dinner? I struggled through some Rust trying to move some types around and got that working. And now I'm just running this test in a loop because I would have sworn at some point I was moving down from this position. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that test output's really nice. It's part of Cargo Next test, which is like a a new next generation test runner for Rust projects. It does things in parallel, so it can be a lot faster. It has a really nice interface. I agree. I just started messing with it today, but I like it a lot. Okay, so while that's useful, it's not very useful. Okay, so I got a failing test case and I get all of the scores, but what I don't get out of these is the actions, like what actions led to these scores. So I just need to investigate that more. This is a node, right? So go to node, Okay, that didn't work at all, but that's fine. Yeah, go to you. Okay, so it has a tree context, and tree context has a single move. How does it have a single move? New with parent, and you just tack on whatever move. Okay, so it's only my move. I'm not storing anyone else's move. I'm not sure about this. There's something that feels a little iffy about this in general. The fact that I don't know about others' moves means that when I'm picking my move, I'm just gonna pick whatever's best for me. I'm a little bit thinking too much min-max, right? Where like I always want to do the minimizing of my opponent's move, but that doesn't really make sense here. But it also is weird to me that I'm only ever passing in my move. It doesn't mean that I should have a move for myself, so like I should be able to get it out of here. Like, can I just grab it out? It's like something like that. It wanted me to do that as ref thing, but I didn't really want to, so I think what I can do is just map it so that I get an option if it's not there, but like I'm pretty freaking sure it's gonna be there. Oh man, that didn't fix it? I still need the as ref with the map. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting that that would fix my problem. Because I think the thing is... Oh, cool. I thought the as ref was gonna make me do a let binding, and I didn't feel like making a let binding. So now the problem is, though, I have to keep running this until it fails. That wasn't too bad, though. Okay, so I finally got the scores. And let's just look back at my game board so that I actually know what I'm looking at here. That's unfortunate. I believe it was actually... I do have a game ID, 75E. It's this one, and I think we're at turn 50... Oof. Uh-oh, what turn are we at? It's like 52, but now I'm confused. Okay, what turn am I on in my fixture? Turn 52, right? Turn 52. What's going on turn 52 here? That I thought I wanted to look at so much. Did I grab the wrong game for 52? Because that would be pretty hilarious. I don't know. Okay. If the need to run multiple tests at the time is due to randomly finding the seed that causes the incorrect behavior could be useful. Ooh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I should print out seeds somewhere, shouldn't I? Backwards 5. That's a good point. The other thing that I'm doing is even my test case right now, and this is like not ideal, but it is happening. Even in my test case that I have written, I'm using the run for 500 milliseconds thing. I could probably change this to something different for the test, but since that's what my snake does, you know, what Monte Carlo is going to do for me in real life, that is what I wanted to do. But that's also the bit that could be giving me difference here. But then I just got confused because I tried to find the game board that this game came from, and it's not exciting. Like, turn 52 here, going down or right both makes sense, and that's the game by ID that I actually downloaded, but like, was there a different game that I meant to download? 4, 5, yeah, these are the same game. So like, why did I download this game? I really thought there was an exciting game that I was looking at where I died. But, now I'm obviously not finding it. Yep, this one isn't it. Well, that's moderately interesting. Oh, it's this game. Wait, what was I? Oh, because I was looking at Hobbs in this game and not my freaking... Okay. Okay. Oops. I was too busy looking at Hobbs and not looking at my Monte Carlo snake and was confusing me. Okay, so on turn 52 here, Monte Carlo goes down. Should go right. There's our bug. Awesome. Okay, so down's like a 50-50 death, but shapeshifter has it, so like I really shouldn't want to go down. So I should want to go right. So all my scores, there's a right that's not great. Oh, not right. Here's a right that's pretty decent, 0.3. And there's a 0.2 for down, 0.2 for down, and a 6.3 for down. Interesting. But that doesn't make sense for me. I've got to only pick my moves. I think that's the thing that's wrong with my Monte Carlo, is that I don't just pick my moves. I'm picking the best moves for everyone on the board because of how my tree works. Oof. Okay, so what I'm thinking, and this is like hard to say, so it's gonna be hard to draw. I'm wondering if my Monte Carlo doesn't make sense. Hopefully I can just hop through. Nice. Let's just make a new one. Where's just the new button? There we go. Okay. So like right now, if we start from the root node, I then branch down to the next layer, but when I branch down to my next layer here, I don't have just moves for me. Like in a duels game, I would have things that look like left and up as a set of moves. So then, like, you know, I'd have this set, and well, the grouping messed this up for me, right? But I would have these different sets, and like maybe this is left down, yada yada. And the thing that I'm like worried about now is like, does this mean that like I'm just, well, this is like right up and this would be like right down, right? So I only really get to pick the first half of these because the second half is picked by my opponent. So if I say that right up is a really bad move, right? And I'm like, yeah, this has a score of like really, really bad. So like, don't go to there. But this one could have a score of like really, really good. Like this one's green, this one's like golden. We're like, yeah, go here. You definitely go here. The problem is I could still pick right down, but then my opponent would pick down and I'd still end up in that same spot. So that's interesting. Why is that Monte Carlo tree search opponent turn? Because I guess what I'm not understanding about Monte Carlo here is how it does the opponent play. I've not been able to find a different answer of how opponent play works in Monte Carlo. It makes sense that the agent is trying to optimize the moves that they make, but when we traverse the tree through the process of selection and expansion, we are testing out different moves by the opponent. I get the sense that the agent then makes its moves based on the opponent's making an optimal move. Well, not optimal, but that's fine. What happens if the opponent does not behave optimally? I'm not asking best because I'm asking because I'm trying to visualize the whole process, and it feels weird that the agent plays out the opponent's move too, as in the visualization created below. The main point is that the algorithm tries to find moves that has the best worst case behavior. In other words, the values I assign to various moves is the lower bound of their actual value. If the opponent plays suboptimally, it means that I will get into a better situation than I expected, but that they can't make a move that would make me worse. So that wasn't specific to Monte Carlo at all. So I'm just confused about how Monte Carlo works, I think. And that's unfortunate because I'm already well into implementing it to not understand how it like works at that level. But what's stopping it from picking this if things under it are really nice? Is the answer that nothing is stopping it? Yeah, is the answer that just nothing is stopping it and I do need to pull these out and make them layered? I think so. I think I need to pull these out and make them layered. Because if they're not layered, I'm saying that write down is an action I can take, but I can't take the action write down. All I can take is the action write, and I rely on my opponents to go down. So I really need the layers to be with move, like I can have all my opponents move together, that's fine, but I need to move separately still. Oh, okay, that's fine, but that's annoying, only because I was like, that was something that I was really looking forward to in Monte Carlo, was not needing that. Monte Carlo tree search stream notes. I think I need to rework how the tree works for my Monte Carlo. I think I need to make it so that each level of the... need to make it so that from the root, the next layer is only my moves. Then we can group all the opponents and then go back to my move. This is more similar to how we structure it in Minimax, and I think is required for a good Monte Carlo as well. The reason I think this is very slightly illustrated in this diagram. Here we want to make sure to not explore the, what did I call it? Down, up the down right position. Since the down up position is so bad. But with the tree like it is, we will explore the down right position since it's independent of the down up position. If the tree was more like this, more like the following, we would know not to explore down since it has a bad child. Something like that, I think. So over here, this is the bad example. Boop, boop. And then let's make a better one, or what I want it to look like. Zoom, there we go. Boop, boop. Move you over, so text, all text. Oh, the opacity is just like nothing on it. Got it. Okay. So what I want to do here is do something like this. Delete. Move you down. Bring over another node. You now attached to this node. You now attached to this node. You're now just the down direction. You're now just the up direction. We have an arrow from here to here. You can go back to being red if you want, but you're the right direction. You now become the left direction. Yeah, we need something that looks basically like this. And then these ones can just be whatever, right? Like, they can just be normal guys. It just isn't important for this picture that these ones are colored at all. Background, that one, cool, okay. That makes sense because now this one like gets like a meh, maybe don't go that way because that one's pretty bad. But then aren't I gonna like, maybe not because this one's gonna be better, but I might still explore this one a little bit. Okay, that looks better to me though. Cool, so that does make sense. So untitled scene becomes yep. Share. Yeah, I don't want that. I just want to link to it. I guess just that probably. Okay. Perfect. That does make more sense to me. I think going this way is going to explore the right down move way more than it wants to. So I think I do need to go me, then someone else, then me, then someone else in my Monte Carlo. So this is refactor so that I can inspect the graph a bit after running Monte Carlo tree search. this is useful for testing. Add a fixture test where I sometimes die for a loss. It's a coin flip right now. Just looking back at chats, I do really like the idea of adding the seed somewhere. That's a really good idea. I think I will go with that at some point. I want it to go right, sometimes I go down. Yeah, okay, so it must... This does make sense to me. So... where would I look for this? So I think what I'm saying is in my simulate code, because random reasonable move for each snake. Yeah, the problem is that like I have to make this a whole tree shape. Ugh. I have to add like 2 layers here, which is just less fun than I wanted it to be. Wait a sec, no, not in simulation. It's an expansion. Because simulation's just we just walk down randomly essentially in simulate. It's really an expand that I need to make sure that I'm setting up my tree correctly. Yeah, it's here. Where next states I need to like group these by my move. So like let opponent moves. I don't actually know how I want to do this. Yeah, I need to let the visited and averages thing just work out nicer. I think I'm pretty fine with making it be my moves and all of my opponent's moves. That feels pretty reasonable to me, and now I'm wondering if I should have 2 different node types. A my node type and an opponent node type, and my tree is built out of typing that I know we go back and forth. So like the root node is always a my node. Yeah. I think I like that idea a little bit. But I'm not sure yet. I definitely do think it's here where I will need to change stuff. So okay, so I do my simulation. And I need to break this apart. So then like let opponent moves or something. So I need it to be an array of back of moves by 4, yeah. This is actually what I wanted to do here, and this one's just like a default. I'll call it the default. And actually, these I think want to be an option of a vec. Yeah, so what can I do off of an actions? Yeah, like I get that, like just go to a freaking actions. Okay, there we go, we have an actions. It just does that, but like, there's gotta be an impl on actions. Oh, right there. And moves taken for use of yes. Okay. Collect from, I don't want own moves, so there's other moves. Okay. So it's actually what I can do here is actually then instead of this, it's an option, no, an option of vec of other actions. For actions and game state in next states. Let own move equals actions dot own move. If opponent moves on move dot as index is none, okay, cool. So I think okay. Yep, that's definitely mutable. Oh, yep, okay. Let's just, like, why am I taking this to a thing? I can just let mutable new children, yep. No, because I need to pull out all of my moves. Other actions to a T, I think. Yep, okay, so then I have my next states. Okay, so then let children equal opponent moves dot iter dot filter map yeah, expected signature of function. That, yeah, okay. What is filter map supposed to return? Is it a sum? Ah. Oh no, it is an option. Yeah, it's an option. I'm not actually sure what's going on right here. Like obviously this isn't right, but like yeah, this actually can't be right. Like there's gotta be like a if you have a vec, then you don't need the sum. It's the option before the vec. Yeah, okay. So I want to then let's do it this way. Let children, let mutable children for okay. If there is next states, yep. My move, yep. Wow. Okay. Let new node equal node : new with parent. It takes in wait, does it I forgot about this prompt. It's not gonna have a state. Oof, okay. Well, passing game state here is wrong. Really, self-move nodes can't have a game state since it depends on the opponent moves too. We are keeping the old one around here since our types can't model the real shape of the tree. So that's a fun one. I really do think I want to have to make separate node types eventually. Yeah, this wants to be self clone. We'll probably just clone this thing. Cool. Kind of thought it was called that. Called own moves? Oh no, it just returns a move. Yeah, get that. Okay, that wasn't helpful at all. Let's just go cargo clippy. Arguments to this function are incorrect. Okay, so found reference. Found reference. Wait, new with parent? Yeah, okay, that's the problem. It was a reference and it got off a real thing. Is that right? No, that might not have been right. Expected T. What's game state here? Oh, it's this. Line 444, new node. Expected reference of T found T, but that's not right, is it? I didn't think that's what node took. Yeah, it takes a freaking T. You can't have a reference of T here. Okay. Let's throw some clones around. Oof. Okay. All kinds of borrow errors. It's confused that I'm just throwing away actions. Stop throwing away the actions from above. We should store those here instead of the move. Okay. The argument requires that children's borrowed. Arena children borrowed here while raw. Children replace some children. Yeah, because this children is a ref cell option vec of a reference to node. But children here it's not a reference. But now it is. Yeah, I can't return. I'm not returning it though. Okay. 442. Yeah, that is not a thing anymore. Oh wait, am I calling new from parent directly? Don't I need to call like arena.allocate? I just never called Alec. Yay! Okay, cool. Okay, so now my snake goes up when it definitely shouldn't go up. It goes up or down. Okay, so now it just passes sometimes. Even better. So this is about to be a pretty cursed commit. Okay, I think I'm pretty ready to wrap up though, so let's write this cursed commit message. Cursed commit. Made lots of modeling crimes. Trying to change the shape of the tree as described in this GitHub issue. Basically, I think we need a layer for my moves and then a layer for all my opponent moves. Hack this together a tiny bit, but need to remodel my node struct into a my node and opponent node, opponent's node, or something like that, I think. Cool. Let's just publish this, get it out there so that I can look at it. Monte Carlo tree search improvements. Worked on a tree search on stream today, 8/21. That's fine for now. Cool, so what have I done actually today? I made typed arena different. I renamed my game type to be more clear. I take an arena from Monte Carlo instead instead of doing it this way. I just did that inline. We're expanding things differently. We don't do that here. Okay, so I didn't change up a ton, but definitely changed up some stuff. The expand is where I have the most to broken right now. I guess it would kind of be cool to like write. Well, no, then I'd have to get my modeling correct. Yeah, okay. I think I might stop here today. Got a nice 2.5 hours streaming, nice and relaxing. Yeah, let's run one or two more games. Let's run one with my the local one and see what happens. So let's do another good one. Let's get Hobbs in here. Let's get local in here. Actually, is my ngrok even still running? Nope, it is not. Let me reset my URL for my ngrok really quick. Save. Okay, let's get one more game running here. Let's get Hobbs in there. Let's get nope, not local Hobbs. I could do local Hobbs. Wait, did I delete that one? Didn't mean to. Did I? Ah, he's just broken. Okay. Oh, because it's not running. Yeah, haha. That'll do it. And actually, let's just run it in release mode, right? If we're gonna do it, we might as well give it a chance. Well, oh, there we go. Took it a longer time to compile there than I expected. Refresh. Okay, I can create a game now. Hobbs, local Monte Carlo, Ziggy, and Shapeshifter. Go. Okay. Local Monte Carlo is at least spinning. Seems to be hanging out in a corner by himself. Interesting. Not bad, but definitely interesting. Oh, whoa. We'll watch the rest of this game in a minute, but that was just a straight into body. Okay, well. Let's just pull that one down, turn 47. Because that wasn't great. JSON. I like naming it after the game name. That's like a thing I just started doing, just like literally right now, but I really like it. This, I need to add a string every n turns of 10. That seems reasonable. Save it. Save it. Run prettier again. That's what happened last time too. Okay. Got that fixture file. Let's just add that test real quick. More just for next time. And then I want to go down. I just want to make sure I don't go up. Cool. So I didn't want to go up here, and I did. Okay, well, let's add a failing test case for this other game I just ran. Yeah, that one's interesting because like every up move I should be losing. Yeah, so that one's an interesting one. But that's okay. Let's try. Oh, yes, can I run through this? Yeah, shapeshifter wins. Let's try one more. Oh. Oh, come on. You didn't know about the food there? Oh, man. Okay, we're finding so many. Let's just drag another one down while we're here, right? I'll automate this next time. Yeah, because I can totally at least automate grabbing the fixture file. Prettier. Oh, not that one. Prettier. And then shrink every end turn. Set it to 10. Awesome. Okay. And I don't want to go not left. That one. That one. That one. And next test. Two passed, two failed. One failed. Three failed. No, one failed. Wow, okay. Hilarious though. Of course, now I haven't gotten one where I fail this one. Do I not have one where I fail the DF ever? Oh, nope, there we go. Yep. Ah, all three failed. Nice. Another Monte Carlo research test case. Okay. Well, we added some test cases, we did some Monte Carloing, and yeah, it was good. Not gonna see. Oh, actually, let's see. Wait a sec, I forgot. Has duels started? Oh, it has. Let's check out some of the duels. Let's look at this loss. Oh, hey, Chillfox and Boundary Scuttlecoil. Always fun to see snakes I recognize in some games. Oof. Monte Carlo, what are you doing? Okay, so definitely some stuff to work out here. That's okay. So this Monte Carlo is also the one that's actually running on my servers, so it is also slightly different code. I'm probably not gonna push my thing to main yet, so it'll be a bit. We'll let Monte Carlo chill in duels and see how they do. We're at the very bottom of the ladder, so we're not gonna see super duper exciting games. Ooh, here's Old Spice. I just love this head and tail so much. Chris, you gotta release these heads and tails to us here soon. This is incredible. Oh, look at that. Head-to-head win. Nice job, Monte Carlo. Okay, well, I think that's about all I've got for stream today. Thanks for hanging out, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you around the BattleSnake Discord and maybe next week on stream. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.